Good morning, good morning, good morning. Buenos dias, mi gente. Yo. Welcome to Daily Discipline number 391. It's 11/11/19. It's Veterans Day. My name's Rob Hoback. Happy that you're here. Honored and humbled that you keep coming back like for reals. In addition to Memorial Day, Labor Day, Veterans Day on 11/11. It's also a manic Monday. It's a work day for many of us. The weather is nasty up here down here in Oklahoma. A cold front pushed through, and we went from 75 degrees to about 30. Yeah. Regardless of all that, we've got things to do, so it's time to go. Let's do this. First things first, still the realist. I'm also strong. Yeah. And when I say I'm strong, I mean I'm physically strong. The power in my voice is very strong, right? I know this. People tell me this all the time. Here's where I'm also much stronger than I give myself credit. I think it was yesterday. Day before. I was talking about does better than. I'm strong emotionally. I am probably too strong at times to where I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not going to engage in any of that. The other part is I'm mentally strong, right? I have learned over the last 391 days how to do a much better job of controlling my mind, my emotions, not allowing myself to go down in the ditch. And guess what? Every day that gets a little bit better, right? My thank yous go out to pain, right? Not just my pain, your pain, everybody's pain. Because when we have pain, the opposite side of that is the beauty, right? In a Katy Perry song, she talks about how after the hurricane comes the rainbow. In music and art, oftentimes there is a very painful event with that artist that leads to something beautiful in the arts. The result of the pain. Yeah. So, and then the last example of this is Uncle Colin on Colin Cowherd talks about this all the time. He will not hire somebody if that person can't give them a couple examples of where they've been effed over in their life, what they've learned from it, and what they'll do. Gotta have that pain, right? We don't like the pain, but we need to learn how to embrace the pain. Like, this is part of the process. Without the pain, I don't get the progress. And so here's my thought of the day. My thought of the day is never forget, right? We talked about this before on September 11th, right? That we should never forget what happened to the United States, that we were brutally attacked by people who just don't like us. No doubt about it. On Veterans Day, we should never forget the sacrifices that were made by others that allow us to lead this life, right? In other countries, I'm not allowed to post these videos, right? But I can here, right? And we have freedoms. We have a lot of freedoms that in this country that aren't available to others. We can't ever forget that. And we can't ever forget the sacrifices other people made for us to enjoy these freedoms. Now, when you talk about never forgetting the pain, like, we can't dwell on it. We can't just sit there and obsess over it, and which for somebody like me, that's incredibly difficult, right? Especially the closer I was to that person, or the closer they led me to believe they were to me. And they're like, wait a minute, I thought you were my friend. I thought you loved me. I thought this, I thought that. But again, you can't dwell on it. It'll drive you crazy. Just remember, right? We just have to recognize, hey, this happened before in these situations. And again, our mind's a supercomputer. That's why when it feels good, we're like, I don't have a good feeling about this. Never forget. Never forget. Learn the lesson. Take a different path. I've been talking about this the last couple of days. 2 plus 2 is always 5, right? If we know that and we want a different result than 5, we need to change one of the variables. Meaning that if somebody routinely doesn't do what they say they're going to do, or does something they didn't say they were going to do, and we feel like we've been taken advantage of, we need to remember that. We then need to learn the lesson. Like, I might not want to do that again with that person. And then we choose a different course of action. Personally, I'll never be okay with somebody treating me like I'm transactional, right? Like I'm disposable, that, I don't bring anything to the party worth hanging on to. And so I have learned to remember that. I've learned to take the adage from the Bible of turn the other cheek. Like, we can turn the other cheek once, right? But when that person or entity comes back and says, I want to slap you around again, we've got rights. we can say no thanks. Remember, we always have a choice. Never forget, learn the lesson, make a different decision, right? Hands up, peace out, we're better together. I appreciate you guys stopping by on Veterans Day. Again, if you see a veteran, thank them, for real. That's one of my favorite things about Oklahoma. When my dad comes and visits, he's always got a Vietnam veteran hat on, and every single time we go out in public, somebody mentions it to him. I love that around here. I think that's because there's so many people from here that have joined the military, and a great deal of them don't come back. Anyway, I got to go. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow on tomorrow's a 2 for Tuesday, right? Big NFL football game tonight. Check that out. Deuces. Have a great day.